who here has watched Kung Fu Panda before? See, now all of you have great taste. Well, Kung Fu Panda was one of my favorite movies growing up. These are the characters, and we're going to talk a bit about them. So, Kung Fu Panda follows the story of a panda, right there, Po, and he suddenly became Dragon Warrior overnight. Who is a Dragon Warrior? A Dragon Warrior is somebody who has to save the town. They're like the superhero of the town. And he had two dreams in his life, and it was to learn Kung Fu and to learn the secret of his father's noodles, as they're the best in town. So, now you might be wondering, how is a panda like you and I? Well, I'm sure a lot of us have dreams. A lot of us have goals and feel like we can't reach them because they're too far, right? Like, there are people out in this world who are so overachieved, or even achieve so much academically, extracurricular, and leadership. And I feel like that too sometimes. And a lot of us feel stressed. That brings stress on us, and we feel like we can't achieve our goals because there's people who are doing 10 times better than we could ever. And I say this because I too feel like that. A current example could be choosing a program. As for those who don't know, I'm in grade 12, and I had to choose a program, what I wanted to do with my life, what career I wanted to pursue, and I didn't know. And for those who know me, they know that I've changed my career choice like probably every month. I've came up to them being like, oh, yo, I'm gonna become an architect. And then a month later, I'll be like, no, I'm becoming a lawyer. Or be like, no, now I wanna be an engineer. So why? Why did I keep changing my mind? Well, it was that same reason. It was because I felt like every time I dipped my toes into any field, I could name 10 people who are more overachieved than me, who are achieving more than I could, more than I ever could. They know more about the field, and I feel like I wouldn't be successful in that field. And that draws us back a lot. So one thing I want everyone to get out of this is there will always be people who are better than you. Don't take it as stress. Don't take them as...
Sam Zoba, please come to the office. Sam Zoba, please come to the office.
Take them as motivators and mentors. Learn from them, because that's how you build experience. And that's exactly what Po did. Po didn't know anything about fighting. No one believed in him, actually, until one day they learned his learning style. He learned through food. He learned how to fight through food by the great Master Shifu, that red panda, lovely small red panda right there. So he played around with martial arts with food with Po, right? So what does this tell us? Everybody starts at different places, and you learn through different styles. Again, back to myself. I did not like physics. I did not have any interest in physics. I didn't understand it. I was sitting in grade 11, grade 10, not processing anything the teacher was saying. But it was grade 11, marks needed to be high, and my grades were plummeting. So what did I do? I knew I was a visual learner. I learned from videos. I learned from, diagrams. And I learned from one-on-one conversation and one-on-one tutoring. And so that's exactly what I did. I stayed after school. I asked for help. I tried understanding. I put in more time and effort, and I was able to understand it. And that made me have a passion and an interest in physics. So what I'm trying to say is be open to learning styles. Know your strengths and weaknesses. Because from that, just like Po, yeah, you might have no experience in something, but you can always learn. Everyone has to start off somewhere, and you can't just give up and not try just because there's someone who could do it better than you. And now this brings me to the secret of the Dragon Scroll. So in the movie, Po was learning martial arts. He was still learning, but then the villain came. Tai Lung, right there. Under the mantis, Tai Lung. Best villain in DreamWorks, just to say, But He came and he was very powerful. He was very strong and he defeated the Furious Five. 5 people who have spent all their lives training to be warriors. They were defeated. And he was scared and he ran away, right? He didn't think he could defeat them because how is somebody who just started learning martial arts going to defeat somebody who's so good at martial arts, right? So he ran away and his father didn't really say much. His father wanted him to stay safe and did what he could to protect his son. But something hit him. It was the secret scroll. When he was given the secret scroll, the scroll was empty. It was blank. There was no powers that came from this scroll that people thought that he would get. And that is another reason why he ran. But his father taught him that there is no secret ingredient to life. There is nothing that can give you great power. It's all on you. So this means that to be successful, there is no secret ingredient. There's no shortcuts in life. You have to start somewhere. Some people might start before the start line, above the start line, at the start line, but at the end, it depends on the amount of effort and time you put into wanting to succeed in something. So, know your strengths, know your weaknesses, and most importantly, you need to trust yourself. Because without trust in yourself, how are other people going to trust you? You know, Poe didn't trust himself. No one else did. And then something in him sparked, something in Master Shifu sparked. And they both were able to create a dragon warrior. They were both able to fight. They were both able to learn martial arts together. Someone believed in him, making him believe in himself, and others believing in him. So the greatest strength, the greatest power that any of us can have is to trust yourself, trust your instinct, believe in yourself, and know your strengths and weaknesses, your limits, and your achievements, and thrive off of those. So to end off my speech, to end off my TED Talk, I want to end off with a quote by Master Sughra. You are too concerned with what was and what will be. There is a saying, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is one of my favorite quotes from any movie to exist. Because it really reminds us that you have to live in the present. Don't be so stressed about what's going to happen in the future, because no one knows. Focus now. Don't, like he said, yesterday is history. Yesterday has already happened. Your past has already happened. Don't dwell on it. Learn from it. Make mistakes. Do better. Become stronger. And work towards your success. Thank you.